welcome back to my channel. This is Darian Terrell. Today I'm going to show you guys how I meal prep. One, I'm working with limited space. Two, working on a budget. And three, I prefer fresh vegetables over canned. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that on a very cheap budget. So everyone's weight, portions, and body type is different. For me, um, my goal right now is just to trim a couple of pounds off. Not really trying to drop too much weight, but I'm not trying to gain weight either. I don't want to maintain my weight. I'm sitting at like 155 right now, and I want to get back down to like 130, 135. Definitely nothing less than 125 because I get too skinny at that point. So working with limited space, this is literally how small my kitchen is. Um, like I prep my stuff on the table here, and yeah, like this is my kitchen. So I, as you can see, like I don't have that much counter space. Like my dish rack takes up space, and my stove, yeah, coffee pot. That's pretty much it, and my lovely wine bottle collection up there. But yeah, I mean, like it's possible. Like if you really want to meal prep, eat healthy, it saves a lot of money. You can work with different amounts of space. It just depends. I mean, just get creative. Like this is what I work with, so I make it happen. So for my meal prep, I go with 21 containers. Doesn't really matter which ones you use. I preferably like these ones. You can use double sided containers, or you can use these honestly, if you're working with a small fridge, these are better to use. Me personally, like I've got some containers down there. That's about all the stuff that I use for like a whole week. So I would say space wise, I would go with these ones. It depends. Some food I don't like touching, so I like these, but other foods that are more like stir fry that can mix it all together, then I just use a solid container. And so the reason why I use 21 containers is because I don't want to eat just meal prep like all day every day. So what I do is I switch it up. My breakfast, I do a parfait. I do 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, and then I use about an eighth cup of any type of oats, preferably. Oh, what is that brand? I can't think of the name right now, but when I think of it, I'll get back to you guys. So I use that for my breakfast. Then for lunch, I do a tuna salad. It could be any type of greens basically, and I like the pouch tunas. I don't mind those at all, preferably the lemon ones. And then I do 3 of the prep containers, so that's where I get the 21 containers. It does make it a lot easier just to cook all the stuff at once. If you have the space for a deep freezer, like I have kind of enough space in here, but kind of not. I want to be able to still move around, especially because my front door is right here. So like if I were to put a deep freezer right here, I mean, it's kind of going to be awkward walking by. So I haven't gotten one, honestly. Once when I move into something bigger, then I'll get a deep freezer. But if you already have one, by all means, prep your stuff for the month. It'll keep you from eating out. You could just take your stuff with you while you're on the go and just get one of those like meal prep container bags, or I use a prep backpack. Show you guys. Ugh. This is the one that I use, and it holds literally like a whole day's worth of food, and then I can bring like 2 to 4 waters with me, and some snacks and stuff. So it's big enough. 25 bucks, Amazon. It comes down to my portions of my food. Again, everybody's body types are different. Your body's going to require different macronutrients. Your body's going to require different everything. So for me, for my size, for my body type, I personally, I just eat the standard 12 servings of vegetables every day. This is roughly about what that looks like. And depend on where you're shopping. If you're shopping at Costco, Sam's Club, if you wholesale, if you have a membership type thing, and you can bulk buy your vegetables, or it's even cheaper if you have your own garden. Me personally, I usually get my vegetables from like Kroger, Whole Foods, Sprouts. It depends. They're pretty cheap at Kroger. Like these bags right here of carrots were $2, and this has plenty. The asparagus with my discount was like, I think it was like $10 for for I want to say like 8 bundles of them. Lastly, bananas. I'm not gonna highly recommend bananas just because they are very sugary, but they're also very cheap. So if you're eating an entire banana as a serving and you're eating 2 of those a day, way too much sugar. Your body's really on average supposed to only have anywhere from like 36-40 grams of sugar a day. So to get your natural sugars and your carbs, a little bit of fiber, you'll be safe with eating like 1 full banana for the day, but I definitely would not recommend eating too many bananas. They're really packed with a lot of sugar. And this is meal prep on a budget. Now, if you want to meal prep and have a little bit of a variety, I would recommend berries, but berries get a little bit expensive. So I'm just showing you guys how I do stuff when I'm working with like anywhere from 60 to 70 bucks for the week. 60-70 bucks for the week is about how much everything costs me. And to make this even more complicated, I broke it's a cookware pan that I normally use I broke it. So I'm gonna have to cook. It's gonna take me like 2 hours. Sometimes I steam my veggies, like my asparagus, I like those cooked. My carrots, I steam those just a little bit so they're not too hard, but I still like them crunchy. My bell peppers, I don't cook them. My zucchini and my squash, I don't really have to cook them. I mean, I can, but they're already kind of soft. And you got to think too, when you like put your stuff in a prep container and you put it in the fridge, it's being stored, so the condensation is going to make your vegetables moist, and when you go to heat it up in the microwave, they do get a little bit soft. So if you're picky with texture like me, don't overcook your vegetables. I hardly even cook my vegetables. I also don't season them either, just because like my chicken's well seasoned, so I feel like that's plenty of sodium for me. I don't like to use too much seasonings. I don't put anything. I like my vegetables just natural the way that they are. When you explore with more flavors, you won't really, I don't know, like if you get your body used to eating stuff just natural the way it is, you'd be surprised how much you'll actually start to like it. I think it's just because, America, we eat all of our stuff is just full of sodium. So we're so used to that salty taste. Do this for like 2 months. Then go try to eat a burger at McDonald's. It's going to make you sick. I'm not recommending to do it, but I'm telling you, if you were to do that, it's going to make you sick. I've been doing this prep, same thing. I mean, I've adjusted things as needed, if my weight's going up, going down, just depending on what my goals are. But I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. So I've done one for my mom. She eats the same prep all the time. She's lost weight. I do it for my wife. Same thing. She's losing weight. So I've been doing this for a while, and I just personally enjoy it. Like, all these tips and advice is totally free. Just don't forget to subscribe. And last thing before we get started, I also recommend eating at the same meal times. So like I said, I do 5 meals a day. Don't do anything. Again, it depends on your body type. That's the biggest factor in this. My body type, I could eat 6-8 meals a day, and it actually helps me lose weight. And I'm hungry more frequently, so I can't stuff my face in one sitting. I'll get sick. But I also, if I don't eat frequently enough, like my stomach feels like it's eating itself. So me personally, I do 5 meals a day. It's like that soft, sweet spot. My breakfast is very light, but it's got the fiber, it's got a little bit of protein, and it's just kind of more of a snack. And then my lunch is my salad with my tuna, and that's just kind of, get my day started. So I'm eating something. I'm not a big breakfast person. I don't do cereal. I don't do milk. I keep it really light on the dairy. Yogurt, my stomach is okay with, but I don't do anything else really when it comes to dairy. And then my meal preps throughout the rest of the day. I definitely recommend keep your meals at least 2 to 3 hours apart. I do 2 hours just because I burn off more frequently. I'm a little bit more active, and it just keeps my metabolism going too, because I'm still pretty young. So for a while I was doing my tuna as a tuna sandwich with a little bit of light Miracle Whip, but off of my adjustments that I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to shred a little bit more. So I've replaced some of my carbs with other alternatives that have a little bit more nutritional value. So right now I'm just getting most of my carbs from my darker greens, and also my fruit. So instead of eating 1 fruit a day, I'm eating like 2. You can, again, it's depends on your body type, depends on your goals, and it really depends on what your macronutrients and stuff come out. That's like more details I can go in later video. And I also like to make sure that my stuff is separate. I thaw out my chicken and stuff. I keep my chicken stuff over here. I prep my chicken stuff over here. I prep my vegetable stuff over there. I like to do my veggies first because once when I touch my chicken, even though I wash my hands and all that, I'm still kind of like, it's chicken, you know. So. And you can also use, I mostly use chicken breasts, but you can use thighs, you can use whatever chicken you want, really. Again, based off my macronutrients and my meal prep, I go with 3.5 pounds, 3.5 pounds of meat for the week, so, which, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, this package here is, it's 3.5 pounds, and, it's $12.39, so it's not too bad. I mean, I definitely try to keep my meat under 15 bucks for the week, because you're gonna spend most of your money on the vegetables and stuff. Fruit, again, fruit can get expensive, so it just kind of depends on what your preferences are. All right, let's get to chopping. And this is what 54 servings of vegetables look like. The other 30 servings are going to be like my salads and stuff like that. So I use pretty much just cucumber and a little bit of either ranch dressing or like a vinaigrette or something simple, something light. You got to keep in mind that the dressing is going to have calories too, so. Bam! A little bit of olive oil. Now it's time for the carrots. Bam. Season to your liking. I personally love basil, garlic, salt, pepper. Rice is all done. And that is the finished product. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share.